Hello everyone. So today we are here to discuss the concept of partition technique. So this is the technique which we are using for the reduction of states in a state table. So we will see what is the process behind this partition technique and what are the steps to be followed in order to reduce the number of states in a state table. Okay. So we will proceed with an example. Okay. So if you see the state table, if they ask you to apply the partition technique on the state table and to reduce the number of states, then what is the process you need to follow? Okay. So first, how will you analyze this? This state table consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Total, we are having 6 states starting from A and ending from F. Okay. A to F. Total, we are having 6 states. And when x equal to 0, these 6 states are performing these operations. Under x equal to 1, the same 6 states is operating this one. Suppose if you ask you to verify what is the operation of C under x equal to 1 means C under x equal to 1 means B comma 1. So C is moving to B at that time, output is 1. Suppose if what is the value of D under x equal to 0, value of D under x equal to 0 means F comma 0. D is moving to F, at that moment output is 0. Like that you should analyze the functionality from the table. Okay, x equal to 0 is the first input condition, x equal to 1 is the second input condition. Why? Because each and every state will be existing in two different ways. What is that? When x equal to 0 and when x equal to 1. That means the same state A, when input is equal to 0, how it is behaving. When input is equal to 1, how it is behaving. Like that, the same state table is describing two different functionalities for each and every state. Okay. Now, the first partition. Okay. The first partition is made upon. First partition means P1. P1 is done by verifying the verifying the output conditions which are existing in same manner. Okay. See here, the state A is consisting output 0 under x equal to 0, output as 1 under x equal to 1. So the state A, so I will write here, the state A is exhibiting the outputs as 0 comma 1, 0 comma 1, where input x equal to 0. Okay, observe carefully, where input x equal to 0, here the input x equal to 1. So likewise, you verify whether if any other state is having the same functionality. See here, C is also exhibiting 0 under x equal to 0. Okay, C is also exhibiting output 0 under x equal to 0, as well as 1 output under x equal to 1. So 1. Next, what about here? See E. Here also same, we are having 0 comma 1. Okay, state E is also having 0 comma 1 as the 0 comma 1 as the outputs. So when you observe here, A comma C comma E are the states which are performing the same outputs under two different input conditions. Okay, which are performing the same output values under two different input conditions. Okay, see here, you are having 0 comma 1, here also you are having 0 comma 1, here also you are having 0 comma 1. So you can make A comma C comma E as the one partition. Okay, write them as one group, make it as a group. Next see here, 0 0 0 0 0 0. What are those? B comma D comma F. Previously A comma C comma E. So likewise B comma D comma F are the states which are generating the same outputs under x equal to 0 and x equal to 1. So the first partition is made depending on the outputs of the states, Okay, clear? So see here, again I will explain you. Okay, state A, comma state E, comma state E, A, C, E. We are having the same outputs. See, 0 and x equal to 0, 1 and x equal to 1. Here also 0 and x equal to 0, 1 and x equal to 1. 0 and x equal to 0, 1 and so 0 comma 1, 0 comma 1, 0 comma 1. Same outputs you are having. That's why these three will come under one group. Next, what about the remaining one? See, B comma D comma F. See here having 0 0. Here you are having 0 0. Here you are having 0 0. That's why B comma D comma F will be under one category. So the two groups are made in the first partition based upon the output values. Okay. So the first partition will be written as P1 is equal to ACE. What is ACE? We are getting A comma C comma E exhibiting the same outputs in both the conditions. And B comma D comma F are the values we are getting at the same output for different input conditions. Okay, so the first partition is made upon the output conditions. Remember that the first partition of any state table in partition technique will be based upon the output conditions. Okay, A comma C comma E are generating the same output conditions for both input values. Likewise, B comma D comma F are generating the same output conditions for two different input values. Okay. Next, what about second condition? So before moving to the second partition, okay, second partition P2. Okay, let me write here. I am writing here the value of P2. How to write the value of P2? The second partition. Okay, so before writing this, first of all, you find the zero successor of A comma C comma E, as well as one successor of A comma C comma E. So for each and every group present in the previous one, if I am dealing with P2 now, P1 will become as previous partition. So when I am writing with P2, the previous partition groups should be find out for both 0 and 1s. So here also B comma D comma F. Okay, here you should take 0 successor as well as B comma D comma F. Here you should take 1 successor. So what is the 0 successor means? See, the state A when input is 0, what is the next state value? The state A when input is 0, the next state value is E. So write here E. Carefully observe here. Next, what is second one? C. C when x equal to 0, where it is going? Again, we are going to E only. So write here E. Next is a state E. State E when x equal to 0, it is going to C. So C here. So E comma C are the 0 successor values for ACE. 0 successor means nothing but from the state table, state A when input is 0, where it is going? E. State C when input is 0, where it is going? E. State C when input is 0, where it is going? That's it. Very simple. Okay. 0 successor means only you should observe this column. 1 successor means only you should take this column. That's it. Okay. Clear? Next. So this is the value of the 0 successor. Likewise, what is the 1 successor value of ACE? one successor. State A, when input is 1, it is going to D. It is going to D, comma. Next is C, it is going to B here. When input is 1, it is going to B. It is going to B. Next, E, it is going to F. Okay, so DBF is the one successor value of ACE. Okay, like that you need to fill up. Okay, next. Okay, observe carefully. Very, very important this one. Okay, 0 successor E comma C, one successor is DBF. Okay, so let me solve this first group, then I will go for second group. Okay, now you verify whether the values or the states present in the group is same as in the previous partition. See, two E's are there, so you can consider only one time. So E comma C, whether E comma C are existing in the same group or not. See here, E comma C existing in same group. Yes, they are existing in same group. So it is satisfied. Okay, existing means satisfied. Put a tick mark. If not satisfied means put into mark. Okay, so here D comma B comma F. Yeah, we are having D comma B comma F. All are existing in same group. So put a tick mark. So as both 0 successor value and 1 successor value both are satisfied, both are having tick marks here, you should not partition this. You should write the same group as it is. Okay, no need of partition is there. Okay, there is no need to implement the partition. Why? Because for the group A comma C comma E, both 0 successor condition is satisfied, 1 successor condition is satisfied. What is the condition? Whatever the format you came here, that same format should exist in the previous one. See here, E comma C existing in same group. Yeah, here also E comma C existing in same group. DBF existing in one group. Here also DBF existing in one group. So both one successor is satisfied, 0 successor is satisfied. When both are satisfied, no need to partition this group. Okay, next. Likewise, you proceed for the second group. We have completed ACE. Okay, ACE is completed. Same. Find 0 successor for this group as well as 1 successor of this group. What is 0 successor? You need to verify the column of x equal to 0. So BDF, B when x equal to 0, it is moving to the input F. So right here F. Next D when input is 0, there also it is F. So write F. Next F, where it is going? F, it is written with B. This is the 0 successor value. Likewise, what is 1 successor value? 1 successor means you should verify the column of x equal to 1. Okay, x equal to 1. What is the value here for B? B, it is moving to D. B, it is moving to D. And what about D? It is moving to B. It is moving to B. And what is F? It is moving towards C. So DBC is the one successor value of BDF. BDF. Okay. Now the same condition. Verify whether the obtained sequence is existing in the previous partition or not. See, two F's are there. So treat like one single F, F comma B. See here, F comma B existing in same group. Yes, it is satisfied. What about DBC? DB is existing one there and C is lying separately. Okay. D comma B are existing in one group. C is separately existing in one group. So here condition is not satisfied. Here condition is not satisfied. Why? Because Let me change the color. Why? Because C is separately lying in the another group. C is separately lying in the another group. Okay. Because of that reason, the condition is not satisfied. Condition is not satisfied. Then what we need to do? This C is the answer for F. The C is the answer for F. So separate this F into a separate group. Okay. Break this group into two groups. How will you break here? B comma D will be one group. B comma D will be one group, and F will be separately written here. F should be separately written here. Okay. Why it is written? Why? Because due to this C, this condition is not satisfied. Okay. Even zero successor condition is satisfied, one successor is not satisfied. Okay. But in here, in the case of first one, both zero successor is satisfied, one successor is satisfied. Both are satisfied, then only you should not break the rule or break the group. But here only one is satisfied, zero successor is satisfied, but one successor is not satisfied. That's why I put an into mark here. So this into mark is responsible for the C. Okay. The C is responsible for the unsatisfied condition, and the C is the answer of F. That's why I took F separately. That's why I took F separately. Okay. So what is the answer you will get? The next one is, okay, the same ACE will be taken as it is, but this F will be taken separately. See here, F will be taken separately. Next, same process. Well, I am writing P3. P2 will become as my previous partition. Now I should focus on this one. Same, this group, zero successor, one successor. What is zero successor value of ACE? Previously we have seen. What is that? E comma, E comma, E comma, E comma, C. And what is one successor? D comma, B comma, F. D comma, B comma, F. Okay, just now we have seen. See, A we are having D, and C we are having B, and E we are having F. That's it. That's I have written there. Same. Previously we have seen them. Now verify that condition. Verify the condition whether you are having the same format or not. See, E comma C. Yeah, E comma C are existing in the same group. So no problem. It is satisfied. DBF. F is lying separately. F is lying separately. So F is lying separately. So this one successor is not satisfied. So F is the answer for E. Due to this F, the condition is unsatisfied, and this F is the responsible value for E. That's why we should break E separately. We should break E separately. So ACE is separated as A comma C, and E separately, E separately. Okay. Now, so ACE group is solved. Next, go for verification of B comma D. Zero successor value of B comma D is DB, D comma B. Okay. And one successor value of B comma D is B comma D, one successor value is, sorry, zero successor value is F, I think. Okay. Sorry, small mistake. Zero successor value is F comma F. F comma F. One successor value is D comma B. See here, F comma F means single F. Yes, single F is in a group. D comma B, yes, D comma B are same in one group. Okay, they are lying in the same group. So this is satisfied, this is satisfied. So no need to break this group. No need to break the group. Directly you can write B comma D. And the remaining F you can directly take here. Okay, whenever you find a single state existing as separately, directly you can take that value into the answer. Okay, why? Because even though if you find one successor and zero successor, you will get the value here that will be existing in one of the states, Okay, so what here you will get here, the P3 value is equal to A comma C, and this E is separately taken here. Okay, now same again, follow the same concept here. P4 same, take 0 successor and 1 successor. Here 0 successor, 1 successor. Just now I have said, when a state's existing in the single state, okay, a group with single state, you can directly take to the answer. So what is the answer of A comma C? 0 successor, A comma C, E comma E. E comma E means you can take only single E. Next, one successor of A comma C is D comma B. D comma B. Next, B comma D 0 successor. B comma D 0 successor is F. F comma F means only take single F. And B comma D 1 successor. B comma D 1 successor is D comma B. Same. Now if you see here, E is lying separately. See, E is lying separately. F is lying separately. Yes, F is lying separately. D comma B existing in same group. Yes, D comma B are existing in same group. Here D comma B is existing in same group. Yes, here also D comma B exists. So here 0 successor is satisfied, 1 successor is satisfied. Here 0 successor is satisfied, 1 successor is satisfied. So you can write the same expression in P4 also. Okay, you can write, why? Because here both are satisfied, no need to break A comma C. Here both are satisfied, no need to break B comma D. So nothing breaking is done, or nothing partition is done here, means directly you can take your same expression as P4. Okay, same expression as P4. When you observe clearly here, P3 and P4 both are equal. When you observe here, P3 and P4 both are equal. When two successive partitions are equal, then you can stop the process. Okay. This is the final partition. You can stop the process, and that will be the final partition. So as per the P3 and P4 are same, after the partition, we can stop the process. So at the end of the partition, if a group consisting of two or more states, it means that all the states present in the group are equal. Okay, if a group consisting of two or more states, it means that all the states in the group are equal. See here, A comma C are there. It means that state A is equal to state C. B comma D are there here. It means that state B equal to state D. Okay, so equal to, in the sense you can eliminate anyone. Okay, as A equal to C, either you can eliminate A or you can eliminate C. That's your wish. As B is equal to D, you can eliminate either B or either D. Okay, so I am eliminating state C, state D. Okay, I am erasing this state and this state also. Why? Because A equal to C. That's why no need to mention C separately. B is equal to D. That's why no need to mention D separately. Okay. So how the modified table will come here? You need to erase C. C is erased. See the table clearly. C is erased. Likewise, D is also erased. So when I'm erasing C comma D, the final table what I am writing should not contain C comma D. But see here, D is there. But see here, C is there. C is there. So what can I do? I can replace with their substitute values. What is D equal to B? So I can replace here B. I can replace here B. Likewise, what is the equation of C? A. So I can replace A instead of C. Here also I can replace A instead of C. Okay. You replace B in these two positions. You replace A in these two positions. Then that will be your final reduced state table. Okay. This is the minimized state table. See here, A, B, C, D is absent, E, F is taken. See, these two positions are previously they have given D as per the question, but D is eliminated row. D is an eliminated row. That's why I kept here B. See here, here we are having C initially, but C is an eliminated row. That's why I taken here A. Here also I took an A. Okay, like that you need to minimize the state table. Okay, this is the minimized state table where C comma D are not present anywhere. See here, no C comma D, no C comma D, no C comma D, nothing. You don't find any C, any D. Why? Because you are eliminated that. You have eliminated that in the previous table. Okay, this is the final minimized table which is using with the partition technique. Okay, so first what you need to do, step number 1, you should follow the output condition. Okay, A comma C comma E are getting the same outputs under x equal to 0 and x equal to 1. Likewise, B comma D comma F are getting the same output conditions under both input values. So the first partition will be done always on the output conditions. Then while you are writing P2, while you are solving the P2, focus on the previous partition and find the 0 successors and 1 successor for all the groups. So this is the first group, this is second group. So for this A comma C comma E, find the 0 successor and 1 successor and verify that condition in the previous partition whether they are existing or whether they are lying in the same format or not. If it is lying same format, no need to break the partition or no need to make the partition. Otherwise, you should do partition like this. Okay, like that you want proceed. Whenever you are getting answer of two partitions same, see here P3 value is P4 value, both are same. When two successive partitions are having the same groups, then you can stop the process. And this will be your final partition. And in the final partition, a group which consisting of two or more states. Here we are having two states, A comma C. It means that A equal to C. Here we are having two states, B comma D. It means B equal to D. Suppose if we are having A comma C comma E also, it means that A equal to C equal to E. Okay, two or more states is there means all the states present in the group are equal. Okay, here only two are there as per the question. In some questions you will get three terms or three states in a group. It means that all the three states are equal. Okay, so equal means we can eliminate any one of these two. A equal to C means either you can eliminate A or you can eliminate C. So I made C as eliminated one. B equal to D means either you can eliminate B or you can eliminate D. So I eliminated the D one. See here, C is eliminated, D is eliminated. So C, D is eliminated means definitely your final table should not consisting of C comma D. But D is there now here. You can replace these two values with B. Why? Because B equal to D. Likewise, here C is there, here C is there. So these two C's can be replaced with A. Why? Because A equal to C. So that is your final minimized table. Final minimized table. See here, your C comma D both are eliminated rows. So you should not mention any C or any D value in the final table. Okay. So thank you. Have a nice day.